Tim Bart's here, McArthur Ford in Lincoln and Salina, Kansas. I do a lot of walk-around videos. You're going to find a lot of those on our YouTube channel where I kind of break down specifically what's standard as well as optional on the different trim packages for the different lineups. We will be doing those for the Lincoln Aviator. At this video, I want the first video that I have on there, I want it to be more of a test drive, more of a review than anything. So we're going to take this Aviator for a drive, kind of give you my input, some of the things and features as we kind of talk about this vehicle a little bit as we drive along, and give you some of my impressions on the performance of the vehicle as well as while we're driving it. So I think you'll really enjoy this video, so let's go ahead and get started and take this out for a drive. So now as we're driving this, we'll go through, again, we'll break down different packages. This one's pretty loaded up. Not sure if it has all the equipment. Again, we'll go through those different walk-arounds on there, but it has quite a few technology features already included within this package on it already. But I love to just kind of break down the interior look of it and the dynamics of it. It does have the bigger screen up here. It is the landscape version here, not the portrait like you would see in the Explorer. I particularly like that screen. Real nice, impactful. I love where it's positioned up here. It doesn't really take out any space here for being able to see over the windshield, or the dash through the windshield, I should say. I love that look. They did carry over the piano keys here, just like you did see on the Navigator. Some people are comparing this and calling it a baby Navigator. It has a lot of the look and the feel of the Navigator when you're driving it, so I love the piano keys. If you didn't know, the park and the neutral are smooth, whereas your reverse and drive are going to have the little ridges on it. So you can tell just by not having to look at it, you can feel which are the different the drive and reverse. So when you're backing up, you can do that pretty smoothly and pretty quickly. And I love the look with the high gloss black finish and the chrome that goes across in front of that. So great look there. Also the across the dash, I like that. They're really making all of the vehicles have that theme of the quiet flight, and it gives you kind of that look here across the dash too. So you're going to see that across there. Love the materials here on top with the high gloss finish through the vents. It was some chrome accents in there, so I love all that. Here in the middle, this particular vehicle does have your active park assist as well as your 360-degree camera. All those buttons are going to be right here in the middle, easy to access here too for you. So, and then the console here, spend most of your time here in the console area. I love that. The climate controls, real easy to get to. Of course, they do come on when you have the vehicle turned off. When you have the vehicle turned on, I should say, when it's turned off, everything more aesthetic look. All the words, emblems are using LED backlighting, so you don't have all those buttons to worry about. So I love how everything works, and I like the switches and how those function as well. We've seen some different designs for the Lincoln vehicles in the past. This design I really like. Your temperature, you just go up and down for that pretty easily too, and then your fan control, you actually is a dial, so you would, as we turn that fan up and down, you could do that with that right there. And I hear the rear climate, so let me turn that over to the actually that rear audio. Let's locking that out. So kind of this is the first look for me as well, and so we'll get the climate figured out here in just a little bit on that. Oh, there it is. There's the rear button. So there we can control that fan speed as well for the rear climate, and even turn that off if we need to. So we'll turn that on down. So real nice and easy to be able to access that. And a lot of things you can see visually on this screen right here. Now a lot of things are going to be on the instrument cluster itself, just more of a great look and impact for the instrument cluster for your speedometer, which is digital right there. So I love the look of that as well right there too, but you'll see a lot of that. We'll get into that a little bit more of that. Here also in the console as we're driving, you're going to see a big compartment here to be able to store some things in there. Real easy. It does have a little slider that kind of slides over that. Love the material that this particular vehicle has. Nice little, you can feel the ridges to that. The applique right there, you can slide that open. I actually have my phone positioned in there. A little bit bigger phone. I do have the Note 9, so it's a little bit bigger. Some of your smaller phones will fit in there pretty easily. On the right side over here, you have that slider that covers up those cup holders, as well as a little compartment in the front. People might put coins, different things like that in those compartments right here real easy to get to is your drive modes, and that's where you're going to be able to switch your different drive modes from normal. We have slippery, we have deep conditions. Take it out of that, so it wants to shift it when you have certain drive modes. And then you also have conserve, and then you have excite. So and that's going to be a more responsive and engaging experience with that right there. So real nice different drive modes as well throughout that. So now this does have, because as I'm talking and I'm driving, I'm going to let this car go through. This does have your collision warning with brake support, all those features as well. So if you're not paying attention, it will put a series of lights on the dash and tones. You'll know that a vehicle is stopped in front of you and you're not paying attention, and will engage that brake for you as well. So you're going to have all those features. I'll cover more of those types of features in my walk-around videos as well. But you're going to have some great driving dynamics and safety features on this. Lane keeping standard equipment on these, so it'll help you keep you in your lane. Even when you're driving, you don't have to have your cruise set, but even during the city like this, or we're driving along, it'll help keep you in your lane as well, and let you know if you're going outside of your lane. If you want to leave it in lane keeping, or just the aid system will let you know that. The alert system actually is going to vibrate the steering wheel when you leave your lane, whereas the aid system will help keep you in your lane. So great features that go along with that. Here in the console, excuse me, is where you're going to see the wireless charging pad. I knew this had wireless charging pad on it. Couldn't figure out where it was. I thought maybe it was in here or somewhere else. It is actually in the console, so they want you to tuck your phone away. Of course, don't forget you can Bluetooth your phone, so you can make or receive phone calls real easily using those voice commands. And I like the switch is right here on the steering wheel. It's they have kind of moved it. It's kind of not really moved it, because this is the Aviator is new from the Lincoln lineup, but none of the other Lincoln vehicles have it located here, but it is right here on the steering wheel, on kind of a thumb pad right there. So real easy to get to. So they kind of want you to tuck your phone away anyway. So in the console, you're going to see that wireless charging pad with a little holder to keep it onto the side of the console in there, and not taking up too much of your console area, with some other spots inside there as well. There's one power point in there, and then there's also a USB port and a Type-C plug-in right up here in this bigger open compartment right here too. So I did see a convenient, if you have to plug in USB into it, if you don't have a phone that has wireless charging, that cord can get in the way if it's a little bit bigger phone. So I did notice that. Maybe you want to tuck it down under here. There's a shelf up here in the front of that console that you can tuck it away in there as well. So very comfortable. This one does have the multi-contoured seat, so you're going to have positions for electronically. Your headrest will go up and down, forward and back. Your backrest, I love the upper I call it the shoulder blade switch, is actually in the middle, so I wasn't sure what that controlled. You just press that and it's going to move that back support. I actually like that, because I like mine to be back a little bit, but I like my upper torso to be up a little bit too, so that allows me to be able to control that, as well as you do have different thigh for the left and the right, and I like that too, because a lot of times when I'm driving, my left foot is kind of tucked maybe back here a little ways, whereas my right's extended, so I like to bring that left side out further than the right side. So I do like that those are individual for me right there. So it's great features that they came up with there that I really like. Of course, you do have the driver memory for 3 different drivers that memorizes your seat position, your mirror's position as well, and then all those different positions. This will have your drive modes or memory for the different profiles, I should say. So not only is it going to memorize all the seat features and your mirrors, but also what stations you tend to like to have your vehicle programmed on, as well as what climate you like. So if I like it to be at 72, wife likes it to be at 70. When you get in with your key and you're the driver, it's going to go ahead and change your profiles for your climate as well as your audio controls to those different profiles. Love that. That's something that we've seen the last couple years. We did see that in the Navigator when it was released. So great options for that. Some other vehicles in the Lincoln lineup have that as well. So again, really kind of talking about some of the features, but let's really kind of talk about how this drives. I love the drive on this. This does have adaptive suspension on this, so you can adapt that. What's great about it is you can have a little bit lower if you're maybe on the highway, you want more aerodynamics. If you're going to do off-roading, you can also bring it up and give you that clearance for you. And then also getting in and out, you can have, it's going to be able to lower that down. So I did do something on a first look when that first came out and we had it at the dealership, and how that can adjust for you. So it's real neat that you have that availability. So I've been in town here driving around for the most part, so we really haven't been able to really show you the power of this engine here. Here in just a little bit, we're going to get on the highway and we'll be able to take off, so you can kind of get that good feel of the power behind this here, and give you some great views of that too. So very comfortable as I'm driving along. Really, the seat snugs me real nicely. I love how it feels and drives, and a great performance out of it. This one does have your heads-up display as well, so it's located, and you could actually not only move it up and down, but you can rotate it too, from side to side if you want. Because I noticed, because of the way this line is here, for me, I liked it kind of moved a little bit, and not necessarily square with the windshield, but kind of making it more fluid to where it looks just right for me. So, and you can also change some of the information that's on there. So if you don't want your fuel economy or your low fuel light and all that to be on there, you can take that off through the settings real easily. So that's real nice and easy to be able to adapt that here. And different settings as well. You could have your display there, an instrument cluster, to be kind of a calm display, so you don't have a lot of information on there. Maybe just a speedometer. This one right now has a speedometer and tach. And I think depends on what mode you have, it's going to change that, because right now you have your tachometer up there with your speedometer, two different ones. But if I change that back over to the normal, we'll put on conserve and see what conserve looks like. When we do conserve, then it just puts one in the middle. It does also change the background color a little bit too, to go along with that theme. So you're going to see more of a green hue to that one. So let's go ahead and change it on over to your normal. Effortless and balanced. So we have it on that, and again you have your speedometer in the middle. You have some audio controls there to the left, and then really that's about it. So you really gives you just kind of makes it more of a calming look on your instrument cluster. Not really a lot of things in there, but just a great look to it. Your compass is on there, as well as your fuel economy right there too. So great look to that. So I might actually do a couple different clips depends on what mode you're in. So we're in the normal mode, so we'll go ahead here in a little bit. We're in a 40 mile an hour zone right now, but as soon as we get switched over, I'll go a little bit faster in this mode, and then we'll maybe switch it up a little bit, come back to the dealership in a different mode, just so you get a good feel of the driving dynamics. But this has a very powerful engine in it, so I think you're really going to love the power and performance you're going to get out of this one. The hybrid, the touring, is going to give you even more power, more torque than you're going to have with your gas engine. So it really combines the electric with the gas to give you a better ride, better drive, better performance out of that engine. So it's not just about fuel economy with the hybrid, it's about performance as well with that one. So this one here is going to be I think you're getting over 400 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque with this engine. So real nice twin turbocharged V6 engine on this vehicle. So great performance out of it. So we're almost to where we can speed up and kind of get the feel of the power of this vehicle here. And again, just love the drive of this. Alright, so now we're about to where we can go ahead and speed up here. We're in a 55 mile an hour zone at least, and we'll get on the highway as well. But going about, let's slow down here just a little bit to 45, and then kind of give you see that power of this. So we're going to go from 45, and you'll see it has plenty of power already. It's a 70, so plenty of power behind this one. It really does kind of put you back. It has plenty of torque and power, effortless power as well, because just for normally what you need, if you don't need to speed up like that, you're going to have what they would call quiet flight. So it's effortless power, and just performance out of this, and remarkable. Now I am working at a Lincoln dealership, so I might be a little biased, but plenty of power behind this. You're not going to need anything more than this. Definitely a very powerful engine here, and great performance out of that. So, and it's quiet. It is quiet flight because it is very quiet in here. It has active noise cancellation throughout the vehicle. I'm not really talking real loudly. The camera's of course clear across the vehicle there, but it is very quiet in here. Don't have a lot of wind noise outside the vehicle. I think it is on a little windy day. Kansas, it seems like it's windy flip it over, it will tell you what the theme of that mode is. So this in here, not only is it's going to probably take off similar to what you were expecting, but it kind of gears it down. So you'll see that it kind of gives you a gear down so that you're always in that ready to take off a performance mode there. But also in driving, if you're cornering in this mode, it's going to be more, give you a little bit better performance and being able to handle any kind of curves and everything. So easily, I'm up to 80 in the 75 zone here. So very, very good ride quality there. And so, of course, we don't have a lot of curves here to be able to kind of test it on, but very nimble as well. And you're going to have a very good job cornering as well in this vehicle. And again, real quiet here on the highway. You can talk in a very conversational voice here without having to raise your voice. I tend to, in my videos, raise my voice because usually the camera's a little ways from me, and I think I need to raise my voice. So I have a tendency to raise my voice anyway. But very quiet ride here, and great performance out of this as well. So I give this one a thumbs up. I really like it. So great feel. I think everything, great tactile experience with the interior as well, and great look as well on the outside. We'll get out here just a little bit, kind of give you some clips of the outside of the vehicle, but great look, great lines on it as well, and just a great all-around vehicle. So just kind of my view of this particular vehicle, my first look, kind of a little review from myself. Again, maybe a little biased because I am working a Lincoln dealership, but I've always been known to be very square with all my customers and in my videos and what I think, and this really performs great. Definitely is going to fit into that Lincoln lineup just fine. The Navigator fits that bill. There's the bill there for being able to have a great performance. A lot of people, a lot of luxury there with the Navigator. Aviator is going to be a great third row vehicle for you, a little bit smaller than your Navigator. And I'm going to switch this over to the normal mode here. But it's going to fit real nicely in there if you're still needing 3 rows, maybe 2 rows for most of the time, but 3 rows occasionally for kids or something. This is going to be fit real well. If you're maybe wanting an SUV, but you don't, the Navigator's a little bit too big for you, this will fit in nicely for you as well. You can leave those seats folded down. So we'll get this inside to the our building here and kind of give you a few clips of how those seats will fold down and give you kind of an outside view now that we've driven the vehicle a little bit. And let's go ahead and go inside here and then kind of show you in some clips, how the seats look inside, how they fold down, the outside appearance and such, which I've been having to give you some clips as we've been going along. But this is a great performing vehicle I think you'll really like. If you're in the market for a luxury SUV, kind of the mid-size category, this is not a fit real nicely for you, and a great luxury vehicle. It's performing great here, so I think you'll really like it as well. So there you have it. I hope you really enjoyed this video. First time doing a test drive video like this or review. So I hope you enjoyed it. Anything you can mention down in the comments to help me do these videos a little bit better. I love getting your feedback so we can make these videos better for you and giving you a really good feel of what these vehicles will drive like. So hopefully you have a good impression of that driving the vehicle, but I was real impressed with it. Of course, drive a lot of Ford and Lincoln vehicles in the last 17 years while working here at McArthur Ford and Lincoln. Driven a lot of nice vehicles. Even had a Navigator myself. This Aviator really impressive. In fact, when it came out, I probably thought, well, this is what we were going to get. So I really just love the vehicle. I think you're going to like it as well. Get to your local Lincoln dealership, come into McArthur, drive this in yourself. You're going to be very impressed with the ride quality, how quiet it is. It truly is quiet flight, which is what Lincoln's goal is on this vehicle. So definitely, if you haven't had a chance yet, go and hit that red subscribe button down below. Get subscribed to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, hit that notification bell as well so you get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to smash that like button. Lets other people know it's a great video. I really appreciate it. And lets people know that it's a video they need to watch. With the more likes, it's more impressive to other people if they're wanting to find some content like this. So definitely hit that like button down there and hit those comments down below as well. And don't forget, you can reach out to us on social media. We do have a Law McArthur Twitter account, @LawMcArthur. You can find me, I'm @TimBarts as well. And then of course you can find us on Facebook, Law McArthur Lincoln. We do have a dedicated Lincoln Facebook page, as well as you can find our normal Facebook page at Law McArthur as well on Facebook. So definitely check us out there. If you, again, hopefully you really enjoyed this video. You get to your dealership, drive one yourself. If you want to get one, don't forget you can reach out to us. We do free delivery on any one of our Lincoln vehicles to anywhere in the country outside of Alaska and Hawaii. So do keep that in mind. If you want to know exactly what you want to order it a certain way, definitely reach out to us. We can order that and have it shipped right to your door. Great way to buy a vehicle anymore, so definitely reach out to us if you want to do that as well. Until the next video, we'll see you later.